What's up, everybody? Happy to bring back another video. It's been like a couple of weeks since I've done a actual legitimate recording video, but this is this is the 8th day. The person that did the last talk that I recorded. It's not a secret. That's just a visual novel with multiple roots, but it's really a TV show. But I'm gonna do both roots anyway. Kind of get the length going so it's not too short. You really notice if you don't record for minutes, they've been nervous. Because I'm not used to it. Anyway, though, we're gonna start with the 8th day. And let's start the game. On the 8th day, the ancients tried to awaken God. Camp Billstone, wooded area, 18:30 p.m. Give me a minute, actually. There we go. That day, the earth shook. The sky began to darken, and the sound of thunder invaded the world. Vital! Laika went in my direction with tears in her eyes and clung to my leg. Relax, it's just a storm. Let's go back home. Take her hand and try to reassure. There was something in the sky. Even if I feared that something was wrong with that storm, but I couldn't show fear, not at that moment. When lightning lights up the sky, they often create weird shapes, but they can't hurt us, they're just lights. Lights. I'm not afraid of lights. As the sound of thunder intensified, I decided to take a look at the sky. My eyes peered uncertainly at the black clouds, and after a great flash of lightning illuminated the heavens, I saw them for a brief moment. Look up to the night valley. Black tears of terror and madness roared up in his eyes, and he realized that his creator did not awaken. Sorry about that. Town of Night Valley, Central Zone, 7:04 a.m. I closed the car door and looked at my surroundings. A thick fog covered the desolate and silent streets of the town. I pulled out my small portable radio from inside my pocket and tried to tune in again. Nothing. Maybe the old maid left here? I sat down on the floor and put the radio aside and lay out loud alongside. They may as well be dead. I guess coming here was a waste of time. I'm about to stand up and a voice starts to be heard on the radio. I quickly pick up the small device and turn up the volume. On the other side I could hear a cheerful female voice. I had no doubt this was the same station I had listened to a few days before. Have my little devils been missing me? I know you have, you don't need to answer me. Before I start the show and brighten up your daily mornings with my music, I would like to remind you that starting tomorrow the radio will only broadcast at midnight. Why is that? Because of my work. Yes, even at the end of the world they won't let me rest. By the way, if you want to join our noble cause, kill some angels, and also want to be our special guest on our midnight show, we will be waiting for you at the Red Sky apartment complex located in the small town of Night Valley. I'll be waiting for you, Lady Devils. The woman's voice cuts out and slowly a classical music song begins to play. I turn off the radio and put it in my pocket and pull out a map. Red Sky. It's not too far from here. I can walk there in about 20 minutes. I set my course for the Red Sky apartment complex and started walking in the hope of finding that group of people. As I advanced, I could not help but feel overwhelmed by the silence. There was something almost supernatural. The sound of people, machines, and emotions. The only sound that seemed to be heard in the whole city was the uncomfortable echo of my footsteps on the cold asphalt. When I was halfway through, I decided to stop to look at the map again and check if I was going the right way. As strange as it sounded, I feared that the deeper I got to Night Valley, the thicker the fog became. This is Hope Street. I just have to go this way for 200 blocks, turn, and then I just have to follow a straight road. Out of nowhere, a thunderous metallic sound echoed throughout the street. Quiet voice would be while my eyes glanced nervously in all directions. As I turned around, I could see that the cause of the sound had been an old light pole that had fallen down in an alley. Looks like this town is falling apart. I better be careful. I don't want to stay in the wrong place. Out of simple curiosity, I approached the podium. I don't like this. The image I saw made my body tremble. As I examined the lamppost, I instantly realized that I had not fallen naturally. The pole had a huge dent in the center of it, as if something had crashed into it. Mostly, I started backing up and saw something that punched me even more. In the same scene, there was a small black spotted path that seemed to go in the direction of the alley. Spots. A more vicious substance that gives off a faint aroma. Reminds me of that storm. Faint memories of the past begin to come to my mind. Sister. Instinctively, I shake my head and force myself back to reality. Can I examine it again? Yeah, I can't. Yeah, by this. Following the black spotted path, I approached the valley and observed its interior. There in the depths of the alley, almost camouflaged, I felt like a blowy white-skinned figure was staggered back and forth as if searching for something. I was terrified just from this distance. Though I couldn't see it clearly, my heart couldn't help but beat still. I'd never seen one of those things from such a short distance before. For seconds, it seemed like hours. He looked in my direction, perhaps because I thought, wow, there's disinterest in my presence. The creature continued walking until it finally disappeared to the dark depths of the alley. Slowly, my heart began to calm down to its root. It's not time to chicken out. Remember why you came on this way? After that event, I continued on my way to the apartment complex, but I slowed down and began to observe my surroundings more closely. As the feeling of being stalked was something that I simply could not get out of my mind. Minutes later. Time Night Valley, Red Sky Apartment Complex, 7:45 a.m. I finally arrived, but this place is not what I expected. The apartment complex was empty and lifeless, almost like the rest of the buildings and stores I had seen along the way. Despite that, I kept walking towards a large entrance gate, but there seemed to be someone standing guard. Does not look human. I mean, it looks human, but the black figure. Oh! Hello, little devil. Are you lost? Is this the Red Sky Apartment Complex? Same and unmatched. Only apartment complex with beds so high you want to sleep on the floor. That's not the slogan of the place, but it is an undeniable truth. Well, a few days ago I heard a transmission while I was driving down the road. Wait a second. Listen to the broadcast and that's why you came here? What do you think of the music? I didn't come all this way to talk about music. I heard they were creating a resistance group that could kill angels. Is it still based here? What kind of weapons are they using to kill scenes? Oh, I thought we had my first fan. Oh, maybe that's the girl that was on the broadcast? Sorry, I got distracted for a moment. If you're looking for a safe place, you don't have to join the resistance. Two streets over, we have a refugee center. Comfortable beds, nice people, and the food is not bad at all, except for the times when I go there to cook, but not the time for another day. The girl gives me a free look while waiting for my answer. Well, my guess is he's probably safe where he was, so he didn't have to. Probably had a good spot. Let's just join the resistance. I don't come to this town to hide in the shit or meet nice people. I'm here because I want to kill angels. You don't have to talk to get a gun and start working. Take the elevator and go to the 4th floor, then enter room 13. There you'll find what you're looking for. Thank you. Without another word, I turn away from the girl and head to the front. Before I can even touch the door, my first someone grabbed my hand. I turn around and look back. I don't think you're interested right now, but my name is Trish. Alexandra. Alexandra. That's a very pretty name. I've got to go. What do you say we talk another time? Oh, sure. Sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. May I know why you want to kill angels? The accounts doesn't want to help other people. I just want to help other people, and Kira Angel is the best way to help. The girl begins to stare on me. It almost seems as if she's trying to analyze me with her gaze. And that's cool. I like to help other people too, but I don't see eagerness to help in your eyes. Your eyes don't reflect death. The angels took something from you, and now you want to take something from them. Ignoring Trish's words, I open the door and step inside the building. The other angels. The black wind disappeared. The angels descended a mixture of madness with violence enveloped the wood. The Sky Apartment Complex, 4th floor, 7:52 a.m. The elevator bell rings and the door opens. I had finally reached the. As I stepped out the elevator, I found an empty hallway in complete silence. The atmosphere felt strange. My mind picked it up instantly. Suddenly, an avalanche of questions popped into my head. Was this really the resistance base? Why did the place look so abandoned? Why was it so quiet? Where were the other people? Easy. Maybe they are a small group and are scattered throughout the building. Also, it's very early, possibly most of them are sleeping. My mind calmed down and I never thought to ask any more questions, but remained alert. After what happened in the alley, letting my guard down was not an option. But that girl said she had to go to the room. I started walking down the hallway and look at the door numbers. 10, 11, 12. Number 13 should be around that corner. I'm about to turn when I begin to hear some movement from the other side. I'm sure I chose to poke my head out and watch in silence. Hillwood, he was just an idiot. He seemed like a very nice guy to me. Okay, maybe he does talk pretty, but he was loose in bed. Oh, wow. In bed? Bed? No, I got the wrong word. I meant to say that I was an idiot inside. Introduce him to me, you said you had never touched him. Well, I may have lied to you a little bit. How many times did it happen? 6 or 7 times. I don't really remember well. The guy was someone pretty forgettable. My defense, I'd like to say I did it for you. You have sex with him for me? What a great sacrifice. Really makes me so proud. It's no big deal. Are you going to get mad at me for that? Come on, Agatha. If it's any consolation, let me tell you that the guy couldn't hold out for more than 10 minutes. You should be grateful to me. I saved you from a bad relationship. Sometimes I think you're very unsympathetic to me. Lisa? Silence. I think I saw something move behind that wall. Looks like Eustace Triss isn't doing her job right. Stupid angels. You have to be truly insane to get in here. Wait, don't do anything stupid. I got this. The ominous girl's eyes focused in my direction. I try to get out of my hiding place to avoid confrontation, but my body does not obey. My legs tremble, my body refuses to move. Words do not come out of my mouth. It's the same feeling I had when I saw that thing in the alley. That girl is not human. Forced sob. Frustration. After reciting those words, a mixture of flesh and metal began to wrap around the area where his arms used to be. It's a hole. Don't be afraid. Unlike you, I'm going to get things done very quickly. Second sob. Evocation of the truth seals. In videos, I open and close my eyes, unable to believe what I've seen. Dark twisted symbols float freely throughout the hallway as if they have a life of their own. As I watched with confusion what was happening, I noticed that the girl had disappeared from the hallway. Were you hiding in the shadows, the angel? What's the matter? Don't you want to play anymore? She was standing next to me. The strange girl crushed my neck with that gruesome arms of flesh and metal. Sharp claws go around my throat. Slowly, the oxygen stops flowing through my body. My vision is distorted. Painfully, I feel death clear my body as everything goes dark. Oh. Okay. Well, you have successfully completed the demo. Remember that this vision novel has 2 main routes of possible gameplay. You can join the resistance to start a quest for power and revenge together with Alexander, or you can choose to join the refugee camp and try to forget the past and start a new life in this strange world. Well, I will be right back. We will do the other one. 30 refugee camp. Okay, so let's do the refugee central. Maybe it was time to let go of the past. Laika is long gone and revenge will not revival. I can't change the past, but I can change the present. Time to give meaning back to my life. I want to go to a refugee camp and I want to help you. Many people who take refugee deal are somewhat alien or aren't able to do many activities. I hope it's something everyone will appreciate. Lately, the Angels have been mobilizing around this area, and the resistance members barely have time to go help the Churchill. If I can't fight, it's going to be a pleasure to give them some support. The girl makes a smiling face and hugs me. Violence doesn't solve everything. Some situations require people with a good heart like you. Welcome to Night Valley. Welcome to Resistance. After those words, a strange girl whose name I still do not know took me by the hand and gently offered to accompany Churchill. I let go of the past, but that doesn't mean I'll forget you. You will always be in my heart. So I guess there's 2 Acts 2s, I think? Refugee Camp 8:01 AM. Well, here we are. That looks like a cell. Oh, that's probably just the refugee camp door. Barred shut, so. I didn't think I was going to wait today. Is something wrong with you? You seem a little distracted. Bad memories, nightmares, hallucinations. I used to live chained by my past mistakes. Until I found people who showed me a hobby that made me leap past in oblivion. Are those people here in the Resistance? No, they died last year during the 8th day incidents. Hey, sorry. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Though they are gone, the good times we had together and it taught me. Okay. Go approach the large man door and give us a few knocks. Child's voice comes from the other side of the door. Visits? Guess what, little devil? Trish? Is that you? Miss Zoe, you get more insightful every day. Think you could tell your mom to open the door? She's busy, but I'll open for you. The gates begin to slide automatically, reaching a loud metallic screeching sound. Finally, the door opens and let it go much from inside. I thought your turn to come help us tomorrow. Mom says she can help with the cleaning, but you can't go to the kitchen anymore. I guess she didn't like my mashed potatoes. That looked like burnt mud chipped on the plates. It didn't deserve to be called mashed potatoes. How cool. But I can't be mad at you, you're too adorable. Can you do me a favor? Okay. He just arrived and it would be very gracious of you to give him a tour of the place. Let me think about it. What's in it for me? If you do, I'll promise to never try to cook mashed potatoes again and I'll bring you some candy tomorrow. Deal. I let go, takes me by the hand and leads me inside the place where I even given me time to say goodbye to Trish. Take care, little devils. I introduce myself. My name is Zoe Willish. My name is Alexander. With a neutral expression, the girl makes a small bow. Ready to start the tour, Mr. Alexander? Of course. She's very well mannered for a child. Excellent. This place we are in now is the main hall. On some occasions we gather here to play board or card games. There's back here. This is a suggestion box. We're going to write down on it things that are very necessary. Oh, I almost forgot. Before I go on, meet my pets. I scan the entire room with my eyes, but I can see no sign of any animal. Where exactly are they located? In front of you. The one on the right is called Gummy, the one on the left is called Lena. I looked to my phone and realized that she's talking about plants. Oh, thought she was talking about imaginary pets. At what point did the plants become... Well, let's go on. Up the stairs are the bedrooms. If you go down the hallway, you'll find the kitchen. The door over there leads to the inner corridor room. Shadows, but my mom says I can't go out in the corridor at night, so I'll tour and see. I could do is save. I don't know this does. I like when demos do the save though. I think every demo needs a save option. At least for vision novels because of multiple choices. So, I don't want to see the only problem is it's night. So I'm just gonna. I pushed Zoe and looked at her notebook. Mr. Alexander, don't you know that spying is bad manners? So I just wanted to see what you were doing. So he pushed the sheet out of her notebook and calls me. I'll remember. Are you a Plinch Pets? Exactly. Let's do me and Lena kicking the headless man. Who is headless man? It's a monster that walks crooked and makes strange noises. I saw him through a window once before I went to sleep, but Mom says it was just a bad dream. I think it's real, but he's hiding because he's afraid Gumi and Lena will attack him. So he picks up a sheet again and sits back down to continue drawing. Okay, so I could just explore theories in general. Gotcha. I tell you to see what the upstairs rooms are like. I head to the stairs, but my way is blocked. A white alien man with a striking red beard is sitting on the first step. His face reflects fatigue, and his gaze seems to be lost, as if he is doing something that only he can see. Hello, sir. You let me come up? Hear my voice, the old man turns his head in my direction. Now gazes me. His face has become expressionless, and his eyes now reflect the evening. No more pass this way, soldier. Certain is forbidden. Can't you see that we are in the main battlefront? Soldiers of the new are trying to intimidate us with machines that look like monsters. They want to scare us, but what they don't understand is that there is no monster bigger than a human being. Turn to your post, soldier. I promise you that I will take you home. I will take you all. Archer Charles Morgan does not make false promises. When I said that the old man had some problems, I decided to stop bothering him and return to main hall. Let's just explore the car. Like, don't trust it, but we'll just go on. The faint sound of wind enveloped the gloomy morning atmosphere. I feel like it's a demo, so like they could always just end that last part where you just die suddenly to end the demo instead of just stopping it abruptly. I feel like I'm gonna die here. With transportation, my eyes were mesmerized watching the black clouds invade the sky. Enough. I closed my eyes and bowed my head in resignation. The black rain, the huts, the church, all that is in the past. I had chosen to become such a place to leave the past behind, but my mom was not making it easier for me. I took a long breath of fresh air and decided to contemplate the surroundings to distract myself. The inner Kurlov was much larger than I had imagined. It was about 30 square meters and surrounded by a long, thick concrete wall, long grass, mostly playground equipment, dead flowers. With a little work and a good attitude, any place could be home. I remember my dad saying that when we moved to the old cabin. What do you say, Dad? Do you think I can make this place my new home? For the first time in a long time, an optimistic grimace appears on my face. A loud clap of dollars stopped the wind for a moment, and this is the lights of light begin to illuminate my eyes. Looks like the storm is going to get worse. It's going to be better going in. I'm about to return to my hall when I see something that catches my attention. The far reach of the car light, there was a light. A light I didn't remember seeing when I left. Puzzled by the matter, I ignored the rain and advanced in the direction of the light. Don't do that. Don't do that, Alexander. That's the shed Zoe mentioned. Looks like they forgot the light on. I don't wanna, because I feel like something's gonna appear, and this blackness. Oh, thank God. I thought there was gonna be a jump scare. Knowing that was a safe place, I entered a shell with confidence. Hello? I expected to meet someone inside, but that didn't happen. It seemed strange to me. I was completely sure that I had not seen any light when I went inside. Outside. Inside, there was only me and no strange wooden trunks. I remember seeing some trunks from every cemeteries before. I closed my eyes to try to remember. It was months after what happened in the church. I thought it would be over if I left the village. I arrived in saying the first minute into the camp. It has to be a mistake. Angels killed off all those. Black arrow no longer exists. Disbelieving but fearful, I began to check the trunks. I let myself be blinded by the kindness of that girl and never asked her there's an artist in this town. How stupid was I? Had I really let myself be bought by the kind words of a person I didn't even know? Finally, on the other surface of one of the trunks, I find what I was looking for. The miserable sheet of paper seemed to be all information. Objectives. Instruction of the affected type B. Mobilize the camp to the area to be indicated by the command on. Or is that, that's a word. Is it April 27, 2007? Wait if you can see Y0462M2T6V2. To organize the new supply sets. By orders of Corps, the new body overseeing the activities of Black Arrow Division. Authority is given to all level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 members to ensure any type be affected. Explanation. Due to the incompetence shown by scientific staff in demonstrating the causes, effects, and the means of transmission of the B virus, the members comprising the new supervisory body voted to begin preventing eradication to avoid possible spread of the strain. As soon as I finished reading the document, a strong pain erased my head. My vision blurred. I began to feel a warm sense of disgust for my skull. Finally, I lifted my body to fall to the ground. Really wanted to know what that was. I feel like somebody popped him in the head, though. Yeah, I feel like he was getting too noisy and something was going on. So somebody popped up. Watch it be Zoe. Watch it be Zoe, the one that did it. So, it's really, it could be Trish too, but Trish left, so I don't think it'd be Trish. But it could be Zoe, cause, or the old man. The old man's possible. But I think, you might not know that, I guess, because there's 3 choices to go to 3 different areas, but the right one's a court law. The other ones are just, man, you know, you just kind of talk to somebody. So, overall, not bad. I don't know how I feel about the game. I mean, I think, I guess with the demo edge or both ends, I mean, it gets me enough because it's makes me wonder what kind of world this is. Because, like, it seems like a normal world, but then once you get to, like, the resistance, you just see, like, claws come out of somebody, what looks like magic of some sorts. And then when you go to the, I mean, when you do the resistance camp, it's kind of normal. But then you read those objectives and something that smacks your side of the head, so. This is the thing though, is what I want from this, which I think would be cool, is 2 completely different routes. Basically meaning, because not too many games do this, unless it's a very, very, very big game. But basically 2 complete routes, where you have one route where it's completely in resistance camp, and then you got another route which is, or refugee camp, and we got one route in the resistance camp, resistance group, whatever. 2 different routes, 2 different things, characters you might not even meet. As far as I know, and the one with the refugee camp, you don't meet those other 2 girls, like Lissa, I think. I don't know the girl's name. I don't know if they said it. They might have, but it might not be. But they had the Lissa, and you wouldn't technically meet her. So overall, not a bad little novel demo. I liked it, so. I do want to see, it has a weird feel to it. Hard to explain. Just feels like different, I guess. Probably because of art style and all that, but I would like to see more of this when it full releases. And I wouldn't mind seeing 2 different, either 2 different paths completely, or with different characters, or maybe like you have the same characters but you meet them at certain times now. Like maybe one time there you just meet Alyssa when you're in the refugee camp for some reason. Maybe she's coming over there and she finds an interest in Alexander. Or whatever, or something with Zoe comes over to resistance camp or something. Stuff like that. You meet them, but you meet them in different circumstances. So, by the way, I hope you guys of course enjoyed the video. I think I get something recorded, maybe something small, before I start streaming, which I'm probably gonna stream again maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. I don't know yet. Kind of depends on how I feel. If I might not do it tomorrow, but I will do Wednesday at least. So anyway, hope you guys of course enjoyed it, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.